Hey, and welcome to today's daily dose of awesome. When you're coming in, please comment at who you are, where you're coming in from. And if you're catching the replay, drop us a hashtag replay. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Brandy Shaver, or you're seeing me for the first time. Welcome. I'm excited to share with you today what we're talking about is the 5 things that successful affiliates do to be successful. So I am excited about today's topic, excited you're here. As you can see, if you look in the background there, I've been building out a massive funnel or channel for those of you that have had that conversation with me before. So I've been super busy doing my thing, excited to share with you today the 5 successful things that affiliates do to be successful. So hello, welcome here. Julie, we have Lisa and Mike. Nice to have you here. Excited you guys are, hi Lisa, all the way from Kenosha? Is that how you say that? Awesome. I'm excited about this. It's going to be really cool. All right, so some of the things that I've observed over the last 2 years being a successful affiliate, not only being a successful affiliate, but also hanging around successful affiliates. There's some things that we do that I wanted to share with all of you because there's always room for more successful affiliates at the top. So I'm excited to share this with you. Hi, Brian. Hey, Barry. Danielle. Hello. Chuck. Timothy. Nice to see you. Bill. Michael's here as well. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to jump in. I have a question for you before we get started. What do you feel like is the difference between people that are successful affiliates and people that are not successful affiliates? I mean, just drop your comment down below. I'd love to see kind of what your thoughts are. Hi, Timothy. Hi, Ray. Nice to see you guys. I would kind of like to just see where you're at, kind of what you think that successful affiliates do, and what's the difference between the two, so that we can see. All right, cool. Must have a little bit of a delay, or maybe all right, okay, yeah, here they come. Must be a little bit of a delay, cool. So helping people and offering value. Okay, that's Julie. Mike, commitment. That is a good one. Persistence and commitment leads to success. Yes, okay, taking consistent action. I love these guys. You are rocking it. Denise, Danielle, not just taking action, but being coachable and evaluating. That's a good one. Barry, consistency. Okay, matching the right product to the right audience. Lisa, that's super important as well. All right, so I've got my notes here and I want to share with you the top 5 things that I feel like successful affiliates do to be successful and they stay successful. Check. Building strong relationships is a good one. Mike, yes, serving instead of taking. All of these are great and they all fit into what I wanted to share with you guys today. So this is going to be awesome. All right, so number 1, top affiliates are excited about their business and they love to serve others, okay? I remember when my mindset changed because, you know, I got into this to make money, right? Like, honestly, I mean, if we want to get honest about what we're doing here, we're not doing this just because we love it, right? I mean, we do love it and we love to serve others, but I got into this to pay the bills. Okay, that's, you know, bottom line, I was looking for a way to supplement some of our income, right? And I was looking for leverage. So, you know, it is all about making money. However, when my mindset changed to how many people can I serve, and I started to love and be excited about what I was doing, my business exploded. Hi, Tracy. Nice to see you as well. Okay, so top affiliates are excited about their business. They love to serve others. All right, so drop me a number 2 if you fit into that category, okay? So drop me a number 2 if you love to serve others and you're excited about your business. Now, I'm not saying you have to be jumping for joy every day. When I was building this out yesterday, I was not jumping for joy, right? My brain hurt, okay? So not every day you're going to be super excited about what you're doing. However, most of the things that you do, you should be excited about, right? I have calls all day today that I'm way excited about, connecting with people, seeing where they're at, seeing how I can serve. And when my mindset shifted from my pocketbook, how much money I could make, to how many people I could serve, my business exploded, okay? So cool, we're getting some 2s, awesome. I love that, all right? Okay, number 2. They also have access to the same exact training that you do, okay? Now, how many of you, that is an aha moment, okay? We all have access to the same training, the same exact training. There is not a different training for Bren Blaze There's not a different training for Danielle. There's not a different training for Carrie and Whit, right? We all have access to the same training, okay? So if that's an epiphany to you, drop a number 3, okay? Because this is going to boil down to a lot of things, but the training you have access to is not one of them, okay? So if you understand you have access to all the same training, drop me a number 3. All right, number 3 is you can tell that they're excited, okay? Now, there's gonna be a clue in this one, okay? Because I'm gonna ask, how many of you are doing live videos? Okay, drop me a number 4 if you're doing live videos, or even drop me a live in there. Just put live so I know. You can tell they're excited on their lives, in their marketing. You can tell they're excited in their pictures, in their ads, in their copy, in everything that they're doing. You can tell that they're excited. Okay, and you know what? I wasn't excited. I'm going to be honest with you. When I first started, I was frustrated. Okay, I was frustrated. It was hard for me to understand this. I felt like I had to do 15 times more education or watch the training over and over and over and over again to get it, right? It was where I was at, but I was willing to, to get it done, right? So if you're not excited about what you're doing, you may have to step into character to be excited. And that doesn't mean that you're being inauthentic. That means that you're changing your mindset, okay? When you instantly turn on that camera and you smile and you're serving others, you can tell people are excited. You can tell that they're happy to be there. You can tell that they're passionate about what they're teaching. And one thing I've had to learn, and if you guys haven't heard my story of the RBF, I'll let you in on that in a different day. But I had to learn how to smile while I talk, because apparently my RBF is a real big thing, okay? So I kind of scare people is what I hear. So anyway, so you want to step into character. You want to find someone that you want to be like and emulate those characteristics. Smiling, speaking your mind, being polarizing, right? Talking about your own, Danielle, yes. We both suffer from RBF, so yes, I totally get it. You step into character, and again, that's not being inauthentic. That's you changing who you are to become who you want to become. Okay, all right, cool. Part of number 3 is take control of your business and be who you need to be. Step up into who you want to be. Right? You can change who you are. Yesterday, if you had RBF, smile more today. Right? That's how you do it. All right, start branding yourself, change your face, change your attitude, right? Okay, so successful affiliates do more, they do different, and they do out of the box, okay? Now we're always testing, Chuck, it's a resting B face. You can fill in the blank, okay? Somebody that's really ornery, that's what RBF means. All right, so successful affiliates do more, they do different, and they do out of the box, okay? We're always testing something different. We're always taking something that's working and tweaking it and bringing it into our own market and making it work for us, okay? And we're always testing and testing and testing, and we actually fail more. That's what successful affiliates do. We fall down on our face more, over and over and over and over again. Hi, Ray, nice to have you here. All right, so successful top affiliates are always, again, testing new ideas. Okay, they don't just copy and paste. They make it their own and they apply it to their own brand. Okay, be authentic, be you, do you, right? Don't be Carrie and Whit, don't be Brandy, don't be Danielle, be yourself. Okay, authenticity is what people are looking for. They're tired of the, oh, look at my amazing life. Everything is all great, right? And fancy and amazing. It's BS, right? Your fluff feed is what somebody called it on the other day on a training I was on. It was really cool. All right, so this is super important. This next point is successful affiliates actually keep track of the money they spend, their relevancy scores, their data, all of their data. They keep track of it week to week to week to week, okay? If you don't know if you are making money or not, if you're in the red or not, how do you know what to do? You have to evaluate, like Danielle said earlier, you have to evaluate where you're at and move forward. You have to keep track of this stuff on an Excel sheet, however you want to keep track of it. I don't even care. Use a notebook, right? I don't care how you do it, but keep track so you know where you're at. Are you making money? Are you bringing people in? Are you in the red? How's, you know, where's your business? If you're going to run a business, you have to know your bottom line. Okay. That's really, really important, because if you don't know your bottom line, hard to evaluate. All right. Okay, here we go. Successful affiliates always take action and learn from their mistakes. Okay, and a lot of us, like me, make a lot of the same mistakes over and over and over again. It takes me longer, right? But that's okay. It's all okay. You just keep falling on your face and fixing that. All right, so here's the number one mistake that I see when we are talking about being an affiliate, running ads, running traffic to anything that you're doing. The mistake that I see is that people are spending like 50 to 100 bucks and they're not keeping track of their data. They don't make any money, or so they think, and they just throw out their ad and they start over. Okay, so how many of you are guilty of that? Because I've done it, right? Drop me or do me a high five, right? Like throw me a high five if you have ever been there, because I've done it. I have done it. I have spent money and thought, this sucks. This isn't working, right? This, you know, I just is frustrated, like nothing's working. Like you get in this like total story loop, right? Like that's just how you are, right? And you're like, this isn't working. What am I going to do? You know, I've spent all this money. I've spent all this money on investing and this just isn't working. Well, guess what? You've got to keep track of the data. You've got to evaluate, and you've got to move forward and tweak and test your ad over and over and over again. Okay. Now, the last one I want to share with you, and I actually have a couple bonuses, but this is number 5. Have a ton of patience. Okay. Turning off ads too early does nothing for you. Okay. Turning them off and just being like, oh, throwing your hands in the air and being like, this didn't work. It's not how this works. All right. The ad that made me almost $200,000 last year, it took 5 weeks in the hole. 5 weeks of ad spend, 5 weeks of tweaking, ad spend some more, 5 weeks of different audience, 5 weeks of this, 5 weeks of that, until my cost per lead dropped. Okay. And then people started to see the ad, they started to comment, it started to gain momentum, right? So this is where it's at, is you've got to grow some patience and you've got to understand the numbers. And I know I hate numbers too. Okay. Those of you that like numbers, hallelujah, that's awesome. I do not, but I had to learn to like numbers. Okay. I had to learn to like it. I had to learn to know, I had to learn how to track all of those things. And all of this training is in your back office. And if you're not a VIP, I suggest you get there, because I think Fernie announced yesterday that they're upping the price for $3,000. So yes, it's killing me not being able to turn off one I'm running right now, but I know I can't. Yes, Danielle, it's so hard, right? Your emotions get into that. They get into that and you're like, oh, I'm spending all this money and it's not working, right? But it really is working. You just have to let it run a little bit longer. All right, so think about that. If I had turned off that ad 5 weeks in, or even 4 weeks in, before the cost per lead started to drop, there's no guarantee that I would have known that ad was going to make money. There's no guarantee. So if I would have turned it off, what would have happened, right? I wouldn't have made money. I'd still be in that story circle. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. This isn't working, right? All right, next point is that affiliates that are successful, we actually play the long game. Okay, we're here to collect leads. Leads to us is like food for our business. Okay, it's like food for our bodies. It's food for our business. We're here for the long game. We're playing the long game. So if you want to play the long game, drop me your favorite emoji, because that's what this is about. Okay, it's the long game. Leads are worth dollars, right? The lead is someone you can market to over and over and over and over again. And here's a bonus for you. Successful affiliates, they don't give up. Okay, and they stay the course. They stay. And they don't wait to ask permission before they take action on anything. Okay, you don't need permission from me. You don't need permission from Fernie. You don't need permission from Elite Marketing Pro. Take what you've learned and go for it, right? Seriously, just go for it. And if you fall on your face, oh well, right? I did a product launch. It was like a year ago, probably a year and a half ago. And I totally failed. I made no money. In fact, I spent more money than I made. And I could have thrown my hands in the air and just quit. But what does that do, right? What does that do? It does nothing. It does nothing for you to move forward. You can't move forward in your business if you quit, all right? All right, and then bonus number 2 is understanding that it's the market that decides. So even if you put your ad in front of me, in front of Matt Barron, in front of Fernie, even if we write it for you, we have no idea if it's going to work. The market decides, okay? The market decides everything. It decides if your ad's gonna work or not, all right? And that is pretty much it that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope that you got value out of that. If you got value, you know, tag some people in Elite Marketing Pro group so that they can see it. But I just want you to know that it's here for you guys. All of it's here for you. Make sure that you stay the game, play the long game, and do the 5 things that successful affiliates do. And I gave you a ton more than 5, just in case you guys missed some of that. All right, cool. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time on the Daily Dose of Awesome. Bye-bye.